Welcome to this lesson on databases, where we will explore what a database is, its importance in modern applications, and how it serves as a backbone for data management in various domains. By the end of this lesson, you should have a solid understanding of databases, their structure, and how they function. Don't worry if this feels new at first. This section covers what's a database. A database is an organized collection of data that can be easily accessed, managed, and updated. It's designed to store large amounts of information in a structured way, allowing for efficient retrieval and manipulation of data. Databases are critical in various applications, from web applications to enterprise systems, enabling them to store user data, transaction records, and much more. Types of databases. Let's dig in. Databases can be categorized into several types based on their structure and usage. The most common types include: first, relational databases. These databases store data in tables with relationships between them. Examples include MySQL, PostgreSQL, and SQLite. Also, NoSQL databases. These databases are designed for unstructured data and provide flexibility in data storage. Examples include MongoDB, Cassandra, and RedISS. Finally, object-oriented databases. These databases store data in the form of objects, similar to object-oriented programming. Examples include DB4.0 and ObjectDB. Let's move on to components of a database. Understanding the components of a database is crucial for effective data management. The primary components include: first, tables. The core structure where data is stored. Each table consists of rows and columns, where rows represent records and columns represent attributes. Next, schema. The schema defines the structure of the database, including tables, fields, data types, and relationships. Finally, queries. Queries are requests for data from the database. They're typically written in a query language, such as SQL, structured query language. Now we're on understanding SQL. SQL, or structured query language, is the standard language used to interact with relational databases. SQL allows you to perform various operations, such as: first, creating tables. You can define a new table and its structure using the create table statement. Also, inserting data. You can add new records to a table using the insert into statement. Also, querying data. You can retrieve data using the select statement. Also, updating data. You can modify existing records using the update statement. Finally, deleting data. You can remove records from a table using the delete statement. Now, example, creating a simple database. Let's create a simple database that stores information about books. We will create a table called Books with the following columns: ID, title, author, and year_published. I'll let you read the examples on screen rather than reading every line aloud. In this example, first, the ID column is an auto-incrementing integer that serves as a unique identifier for each book. Also, the title and author columns store text data with a maximum length of 255 characters. Finally, the year_published column stores an integer representing the year the book was published. Next, we can insert some data into our books table. See the example on this slide. Pause if you want to study the details. Now, we can query the data we just inserted. The samples on screen walk through this step. Take a moment to read through them. This SQL statement retrieves all records from the books table, displaying the titles, authors, and publication years of the books. In this lesson, we covered the basics of databases, including their definition, types, components, and how to interact with them using SQL. We also worked through a simple example of creating a database and performing basic operations on it. Alright, your turn. Give this a try. First, research and list 3 differences between relational and NoSQL databases. Also, create a new table in your database to store information about movies, including title, director, and release year. Finally, insert at least 3 records into your movies table and query the data to display all entries.